Hello everyone, so another look inspired by the telephone video. This is a look that Beyonce wore in that scene at the diner when they're going to poison everyone, where she's wearing that very hot yellow dress. So yeah, I have some yellow on my lid and kind of a cut but still a neutral crease, dramatic liner, stuff like that. I really love this look actually. So yeah, if you want to see how I did it, just keep watching. So I already have my eyeshadow base on and I just did my brows. In the video she has some really natural but defined looking brows, so I just used a soft brow pencil. This is Blonde Impeccable brow pencil from MAC. And then I used a clear brow gel to keep my brows in place. Now for the eyes, she has this really defined crease. And then she has some color on her lid, and then if you look at it from the side you can see that she has the bold winged liner, and then on top of that there's like a white line. So I'm actually just going to use a white eyeliner as my base for all the colored shadows on my lid. Just using this white cake liner from the makeup store. It has to be used wet, so I just put some water on my brush and then I'm mixing it and I'm just applying the shape that I want. You can obviously use any white base that you like, but I think cake eyeliners like this is pretty easy if you have it. So I'm applying it up to my crease, but not going above it and not blending it up. And then I'm winging it out like if I was winging out eyeliner, but I'm making a thicker line. Okay, so I have the shape like I want it. Now I'm going to use some color. First I'm going to use MAC Primer Yellow Pigment. Just using a small brush, I'm applying this to my lid. Now this color is a pro color. If you can't get it, just use any matte yellow eyeshadow for this. Sugarpill Buttercup Cake works pretty well too. I'm actually leaving both the very inner part and the very outer part bare, and I'm not touching the wing that I made. Now I'm going to use some MAC True Chartreuse pigment, also a pro color, but yeah, any matte green, light green color is going to work fine. Just applying it to the inner part and the outer part of my lid. When you look at Beyonce's makeup, when she's looking right into the camera, the makeup really just looks yellow, but when you see it from the side, I think you can kind of see some green in there as well, so that's why I'm applying this. I'm just blending the colors together nicely so that there are no harsh lines between the yellow and the green, but I'm not blending them up because I want the brown crease to be really not really dramatic, but kind of cut crease like. I'm actually going to use Tako from Sugarpill. Just on a fluffy blending brush, this is the MAC 217. I'm applying this over both the yellow and the green to kind of tone them down, make them more like pastel colors instead of really bright colors. Also applying this on top of the white wing that I have. I'm not applying a whole lot, just like a light dusting because I don't want to make it white, I just want to tone down the brightness a little bit. For my crease color, I'm going to be using MAC Espresso eyeshadow with a quite precise crease brush. This is the MAC 226. If you can't get this, you could just start out by applying the color with a pencil brush and then using a blending brush to blend out the color afterwards. So I'm applying this into my crease, following the shape of the white and not blending it down into the colors that I have on my lid. Okay, so now I have my crease color in place, and before I blend it out, I'm just going to apply my highlight color because I find that way it's a bit easier to blend out the crease color. I'm going to apply MAC Ricepaper because in the video it looks like Beyonce has kind of a golden highlight with a bit of shine to it, but not really glitter or shimmer, so Ricepaper works really well for that. I'm just going to apply some more of the Espresso using my blending brush, just using the MAC 217. I'm blending out the crease, not down into the color in my lid, but up towards my eyebrow. So now I have that blended and you can really see how much the eyeliner does for this look, so I'm going to apply some of that. I'm using a gel liner. I'm using MAC Blacktrack Fluid Line, but any black gel liner that works for you, it's going to be fine. I'm just using a small pointed brush. If you find it easier to use an angled brush, go ahead and do that. For some reason I find it easiest to use brushes like this when it's on myself. So I just used Gosh White kohl pencil on my waterline, and I decided not to use lashes today. Shocker! Because it doesn't look like Beyonce is wearing any. On my cheeks, I'm just going to use MAC Ripe Peach Blush. I know this was limited edition and sold out really fast, but just any like peach blush. This is probably not the color that Beyonce was using, but if you haven't noticed, our skin tones are completely different. It just looks like she has a very soft flush of color. Nothing too dramatic or anything. She's wearing a very glossy nude lip. But again, nude lip on her is definitely not the same as nude lip on me. I'm gonna do quite neutral, not nude, but neutral brown lip with this. Just gonna start off by applying a neutral lip liner, just using Subculture from MAC. Have that on, and I'm just gonna apply MAC Viva Glam No. 5 lipstick. Now to add a bit more to that glossy finish, I'm just gonna use an old discontinued MAC product. It's called the Lip Lacquer, and the color is called Babied. If you don't have this, just use anything glossy that you think is going to look nice on top of the color that you applied. Just getting some on my hand and using a lip brush with it. I really wish MAC would bring back the lip lacquers though. I love them. So there you have my Beyoncé Telephone inspired look from the scene in the diner. I will have more of these looks coming up, as well as a lot of other things. So yeah, if you have any requests for me, just send me an email. I'll have the address in the sidebar or below or wherever it is. And yeah, go check out my blog if you want to see bigger pictures of the look and a list of all the products I used, stuff like that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.